I guess you love movies. I do too. Hi guys, and welcome back to another movie review, and today we're going to be talking about one of my most anticipated movies of the year so far, and that is Dunkirk. One of my favourite directors ever, really, and especially in the last 10 years or so, has got to be Christopher Nolan, and he's given me some of the best films I've ever seen. One of my favourite movies of all time is The Dark Knight. I love Inception, and I love a lot of his other movies as well. And going into Dunkirk, obviously a different type of movie for him. He's never done a war film before, and really this has been the first really big, high-scale war film that we've seen in the last few years. I mean, that's really been publicised a lot. And I was looking forward to it massively because obviously Nolan brings a certain amount of anticipation anyway. His name will always bring me in because he's shown what he can do so far in his career. The cast looked good, Tom Hardy, and I think that and Cillian Murphy, of course, you know, regulars in his films. And after watching the trailers, I was absolutely pumped. That trailer, those last few trailers really gave me chills. I thought they were amazing. So, going into this movie, I had really high expectations. And I'm happy to say that they fulfilled them, because Dunkirk is awesome. And it's incredibly, incredibly suspenseful. The way that Nolan builds the suspense throughout this film is so brilliant. I love the sound design in this film because I always feel like in every single scene he uses this faint ticking noise, and it always gives the film a sense of urgency. It always pushes the film forward. And the score by Hans Zimmer is so brilliant. It's really important for the film in moments. I don't know how good it will be to listen to just on its own, but for the film itself, watching it as an experience, Zimmer's score is very, very important for this film. I also really enjoy the way that Nolan uses narrative structure in this film. Obviously, he's known for mixing up narrative in non-linear ways, like in Memento and other films. But I think he does it really well here. You know, there's certain realizations of what order the narrative's in. Originally, you think all of the aspects of the story are going in one direction at the same time. But they're not. The movie is told from three different perspectives: from the air, from the RAF, from the ground with the troops that are being evacuated from Dunkirk, and the sea, from the ships, the civilian ships that are, you know, answer the call to go out and help evacuate the troops because of lack of ships and destroyers sent there, because they're trying to be kept for the battle for Britain that they believe that will be coming soon. Obviously, this film is about the evacuation of Dunkirk and how they tried to get all 400,000 troops off the beaches there, and how it was a massive military failure, but also one of the biggest turning points in the war that they managed to save so many. I think that this movie doesn't have much character development. This movie doesn't have an incredible character that you follow throughout. It does have a main character, but you don't really learn much about that person, or what happened in their past, or who they've got at home, or anything like that. But the film isn't about that. This film is about the event of the Dunkirk evacuation. And it really puts you right in that perspective of what it would feel like to be there. The intensity, the fear, the anxiety of the whole situation. And in reality, how much would you really know about the people around you? You'd know barely anything, because in a situation where it's life or death, where it's survival or die, you're not going to be talking about what you do at home and who you have at home. You'll be thinking solely about survival. This is what this film really puts across so brilliantly. It is so suspenseful, so intense, and once all of these storylines and all of these perspectives come together, this movie, you're on the edge of your seat, and by the end, it really, you know, puts across that feeling of solidarity of our country that we had during the Second World War, and it really showed the turning point that the Dunkirk evacuations were to helping us win the war, because even though it was probably the lowest point of the entire war, it was also the biggest turning point in, you know, changing it to our advantage. And I think that Nolan showed all of these things so brilliantly, this is probably my favourite movie of the year so far, because I can't think of a single negative to think about. This is a brilliant filmmaking experience to watch. This isn't all about characters, but God, does it make you feel, and it is a fantastic experience to watch this in the cinema. If you're going to watch it at all, definitely watch it on the big screen. It is a spectacle to behold. This is a fantastic movie and another brilliant film by Christopher Nolan, and I'm going to give Dunkirk 10 out of 10. There you go, guys. That is my first perfect 10 of the year so far, and definitely deserved for a movie as brilliant as Dunkirk. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe, drop your comments down in the section below. Have you seen Dunkirk yet? If you have, what did you think of it? I'd love to see what you think of it. What is your favourite Christopher Nolan movie? Mine is The Dark Knight. I'm not sure where Dunkirk comes in right now. Have to be given a bit more time to process it, but pretty sure it's pretty high on my list. And hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Goodbye.